So at the end of my first day hitchhiking, I find myself in the small town of Trapcha, about 170 kilometers northeast of Nizhny Bestyak. After a 3-hour wait, we get a ferry across the Alden River. I hope this is the last major river I have to wait for a ferry to cross. With any luck, I'll make it tonight, who knows. So here I am. I'm at the start of the Colymы highway, otherwise known as the Road of Bones. Behind me the tar peters out and the road begins about 1700 kilometers to the ocean city of Magadan. It's raining slightly. I've been here about half an hour and 2 cars have gone past, both hunters who are now shooting stuff in the background, so not rides. Neither of them stopped, and the first one was a larder, so probably no loss. I hope I get a lift in the next 4 hours, otherwise getting to Tomtor by this evening will be an adventure to say the least. Well, I've been waiting for 3 hours for a car here at Kandiga, and I'm sick of the view, so I'm walking a couple hundred meters further down the road. See if I can be eaten by mosquitoes here instead. To Magadán. To Yakutsk. According to this sign, I am 434 kilometers from Yakutsk and 1600 kilometers from Magadan, so a little over 1/5 of the way. This valley is 1/3 of the way to Magadán. I've just left the main road here at turn-off 752 kilometers from Yakutsk. I'm walking about a K, I think, to Kandiga. The truck drivers just farewelled me. Hopefully I won't get eaten by a bear. This is one of the more functional buildings in Kybyme, a town which appears to be entirely abandoned except for 5 men I found here doing work, either fishing or rebuilding or something. I had breakfast with one of them and helped one of them who'd cut his arm very badly in the glass 10 days ago. Seems to be slightly infected. The front door we see here, very thick insulation and a door bed. Okay, this is really strange. I'm at Kybyme. There's a couple of tyres in this pond, by which I mean lots, and the really weird thing is there's heaps of bubbles coming out of the water. I don't know why. There's no smell that I can detect anyway. Who knows? I worked it out. There's water bubbling from this pond, and down at my feet here you can see some shiny patches. That's monofilament bacteria which are converting one type of iron to another, I think 2+ to 3+, and form a slick on the surface that when you touch it breaks up, revealing that it's not oil. And on the other side there you can see there's a large outflow indicating this is in fact a large mineral spring. Interesting. I heard a car a few seconds ago, so hopefully one will arrive soon. That's where I'm waiting. That's sort of the last couple of buildings in Kybyme. It's now 8 PM. The car I thought was coming previously was on a different road. The main road about 2 kilometers away. I can see cars going back and forth about 3 times every hour. Behind me is the old Colymы highway. 150 kilometers away is Tomtor, I don't think I'm going to get a car today. I might get one tomorrow. If not, then I'll cut my losses and onto Usnera. This is the bridge to Kibume, which may explain why there is so little traffic on this road. It's the next day and I've decided to walk back to the main road and take the first car that's going in any direction I could be bothered going in. That is anywhere but Yakutsk. So right now I'm trying not to fall between gaps in the decking, and soon you'll see the main reason why this bridge, well, it's still useful, I guess. This should be fun. This is the Indigirka River. About 100 kilometers up this river 50 years ago, they recorded the lowest ever temperature in the northern hemisphere of -71 degrees Celsius. Just across there is visible a glacier coming out of the hill, and about a kilometer behind me on the other side of town is a highway marker that says 1017 kilometers on both sides. That is, this place is exactly halfway between Yakutsk and Magadan. I imagine I will be in Magadan in about 10 days. And in the other direction we can see a series of hills with jagged spikes on top. This is the sign that says 1017. I managed to hitchhike about 300 km today to the abandoned city of Kadikchan on the junction of the old and new road, one from Tomto, one from Usnera, and the rest going towards Susuman and Magadan. This is seriously weird. Currently I'm on the third floor of an abandoned housing block, pretty close to the middle of Kadikchan. Out the window you can see the central square, or ploshad, with Lenin somewhere there. And in this room is the remains of fire damage. There's some floorboards that remain, and other broken stuff. The question remains whether I sleep in here tonight or somewhere outside in my tent. I've climbed onto the roof of a school. It seems to have facilities for about 1,000 students, including a gymnasium, basketball court, several music tuition rooms, several different science labs, many lecture theatres, a library, staff facilities, multiple bathrooms on every floor, all that sort of stuff. Now completely abandoned, obviously, about 15 years. Quite a number of books were left downstairs, a lot of stuff. I'm now looking towards the central square, surrounded by dead silence. It's now midday of the 6th of August 2010. I camped overnight in Kadikchan, and now the sun has come out almost enough to cast a shadow. It's still raining slightly, and I'm about to walk about 12 km to the next town, Maunja, which I think might also be abandoned. This is the junction of the old road. That way is to Magadan, Susuman first. This way the next major town is Tomto, 250 kilometers up this road. Up this road the next major town is Artik, then Usnera, about 300 kilometers, where I came yesterday. That extension was built more recently. The older road was built in the 1930s by... This is Natalia's greenhouse. All sorts of fruits are grown here. As you can see, the flowers, the plants actually grown in boxes that are raised off the ground, presumably for heat purposes. And in summer, as you can see, it's very, very lush. fins of diploid trasse are functioning here in Switzerland, whereas in other places they are closed for repairs. This is the river I'm going to have to cross tomorrow, about 12 k's downstream, either by car or foot, if I'm going to visit Jack London Lake. For those of you who are interested, it's about 10 degrees Celsius and flowing rather fast. There's been a lot of rain recently. I've been skipping stones. There's a lot of excellent stones here. Average number of skips today is about 10, record 11. After my arm gets sore, I might check out that abandoned building down the way. In the meantime though, I'm going to enjoy the fact this is the first time I've seen. This is the turn off to Jack London Lake. I think it's about 50 kilometres walk. Shortly I'll look at the bridge and make a call whether or not it's worth it to walk there and back. The bridge is in much better condition than I anticipated. It's fully passable. In fact, I can see recent tyre tracks. According to the GPS, it's 45 kilometres straight line to Jack London Lake, which means that by road it's likely 60 kilometres, which is too far to walk. If we take 4 or 5 days return, I don't have the food or the energy. However, I will walk maybe a k or two up the road to see what I can see. I'm at Debin, means left bank, once the headquarters of the Colymы Gulag, now home to 70 people and a bunch of abandoned.
Красиво, да?
Да, очень красиво. We flipped the car. It did 1 1/4 rotations after spinning out on this corner, coming over the inside and flipping, lost a tyre. Everyone's alive. So here I am in Magadan. It's a very interesting city. You can smell the sea. I even saw it earlier today. Seabirds squawking. Wide avenues. I'm still alive after the crash. It's very pleasant. The X-rays this morning confirmed that I don't have a broken back, which is some of the best news I've ever received. This is TV Tower at the top of Ulica Lenina, I believe. Nice to look down here, across the road. It's looking down the main street of Magadan, which arguably is the longest main street in the world. It continues more than 1700 kilometres beyond Kandiga to the bank of the Alden River. So I found a piano here in Magadan and obtained permission to practice on it. And I haven't played much in the last 2 months, so I'm playing a little swatting. We'll see how this goes.